Welcome along to Formula E and to round 4 of the FIA Formula E Championship from Mexico City. 4 lights already, 5 lights, and we are racing here with Porsche on pole position for the first time. Stoffel Vandoorne leads the championship coming into this race, but Andrea Lotterer under huge pressure from Mitch Evans going through the first corner. He's pushed wide and onto the grass, and Mitch Evans moves into the lead of the race. Amazing move from him. Nyck de Vries getting very, very loose in the Mercedes in second position, and it looks like we've got Sebastian Buemi who's moved up to third position in the Nissan. Sam Bird now trying to find a way past Andrea Lotterer for fourth. Lotterer going round the outside super wide, and perhaps he will keep that position. He does get back up the inside onto the new part of the circuit here in Mexico City. Hermanos Rodriguez. We go further down the Formula 1 circuit this time to create longer straights. We've got rid of the hairpins that caused so many issues last year, and already the drivers really loving it. Into the Foro Sol, the big stadium section that holds 35,000 fans, and there are many, many seats that are filled today. Very few, in fact, that are not filled. That's where the attack zone will be for this 45-minute plus 1 lap race, and the attack zone this time will be used 3 times. The benefit will be 35 kilowatts for 3 minutes, so an extra minute, if you do all the maths, to be in attack mode. The other change to the track means that the drivers take the full Peraltada, the old Formula 1 track, the last corner, fearsome in a Formula 1 car, and now fearsome in a Formula E car. These Gen 2 cars not quite flat out through there.
Got overtaken. Let's return the favour quickly.
And of course, then onto the oval circuit, before then getting onto the Formula 1 circuit back end. But the join between the two is where there are problems. The tarmac already giving up the ghost, and Sebastian Buemi moves into second position ahead of Nyck de Vries, and I think de Vries is going to lose further positions. We've got both of the Mahindras in the pits. That's because they had a gearbox change. You're not allowed to change your gearbox in Formula E. They were put to the back of the field and also suffered a drive-through penalty. That's now happened as we see a change for position with Bird moving ahead of de Vries, and de Vries has lost 3 positions in about 3 corners there for Mercedes. His teammate Stoffel Vandoorne down in 11th position. Last year's winner Lucas de Grassi in 12th position.
Keep focused, all right. Practice makes perfect.
Let's run through the order as they come through to complete the second lap of the race. Fastest lap goes to our leader of the race, Mitch Evans. Then in second position, it's Sebastian Buemi for Nissan. Hasn't got a point yet this season. Andrea Lotterer, third. Bird, fourth. Nyck de Vries, fifth. Muller, sixth. Oh, and into the wall. Who was that? That was Nico Muller, I think. Sixth position for him. And what happened there? We saw a very similar accident from Daniel Abt, who starts the tail of the field. He actually went to hospital during qualifying. But Nico Muller just ran wide and hit the barrier on the exit of turn 1 head on. Yellow flags are flying, therefore no overtaking, although we did see somebody overtaking down at the back of the track there at turn 5-6. That won't be under yellow flag, so that will be okay. We do expect the safety car to come out though, because that was a hefty old hit, and the barriers may need to be replaced. He's right on the side of the circuit. The barriers come out towards the track there on the exit of turn 2. And the drivers stay inside the car as the safety car has been deployed. So the driver will stay in the car until race control says he is allowed to get out. But Nico Muller has buried his car into the wall. And that's a shame because he has such a great qualifying. In 7th position, his best for a long time for Jayux Dragon as well. Brendan Hartley, his teammate, down in 15th spot. Nico Muller, with plenty of experience actually in Formula E, although not in racing conditions, was the test driver for Audi last year and did a lot of development work. But now in Jayot's colours, he was on the outside trying to get past Nyck de Vries and just ran out of track basically. Suddenly there was a wall in the way. Very, very strange accident. Just ran a little bit wide and there was no space for him to go. The track, as I say, the barrier comes out towards him. He's actually moved the barrier there as well. Such was the impact. But he is okay. He'll be out of the car in a few moments' time and a chance to really get a grip on this Mexican E-Prix. Sam Bird doing very well from Group 1 in qualifying to get himself into the top 6 shootout. Robin Frines, his teammate, also there. They're 4th and 5th right now for Virgin, behind Lotterer, who was our pole man. He dropped to 3rd after being bullied. Mitch Evans and Sebastian Boemi, the two that got ahead of him. Jean-Luc Verne and Antonio Felix da Costa driving for DS Techeetah. 7th and 8th position right now, with Eduardo Mortara for Rocket Venturi in 9th. And then our championship leader for Mercedes in 10th position, Stoffel Vandoorne, slightly struggling with the Group 1 phase of qualifying that is... I mean, this is a Formula 1 track. This is a track that does get used a little bit more than some of our street tracks in racing trim. So the effect of being in the first group of qualifying, where you've got the track at its dirtiest, was less, but Stoffel Vandoorne still struggled with that. So Lucas Di Grassi for Audi in 11th position, Roland in 12th for Nissan, Gianni for Porsche in 13th, Collado for Jaguar in 14th, then Hartley, Sims, who has shown so well that both BMWs had dreadful qualifyings, both him and Maxi Günther. Sims is down in 16th right now, not made a lot of progress. And then Felipe Massa